We recently were called out to the home of this Beam Alliance unit, and the owner said it made a horrible noise, and when they went out to the garage it smelled like smoke, and so he unplugged it and called us. And this machine is Beam's top-of-the-line central vacuum. Even today, this is the Cadillac. This is the Alliance 650 from 2014, making it 6 years old. It's got some nice features on it that make it their top-of-the-line offering. The dirt container is a nice translucent design. It has this nice latch system that you squeeze to take the bucket off. And the utility valve has low voltage contacts on it, so you don't have to activate the switch manually. It's a nice looking unit. It's got a little infotainment display here that when the vacuum is powered up, it gives you the date, the time, and your horoscope, and you know, whatever else. And on the back you can see where the power comes in, and this pair of wires is from that utility inlet, and you connect your house low voltage here. Your intake is reversible left to right side, and you can see the bracket design makes the unit sit far enough away from the wall to accommodate both the exhaust and the intake being directly behind the unit and just pointed in one direction or another. I've taken out the screws already. Actually only had to take out a couple of them because a few of them already broke off from the vibration. But looking at the motor inside this unit, first there's the metal cover, then there's a little plastic cover. There's our control board there. That's the screen control board, by the way. The actual unit on-off control board is back here, and it's part of this module with the motor. Once you take that off, you see the size motor that is in this high-end, expensive central vacuum. That's, I don't know, 4 inches diameter, 4 or 5 inches tall. I mean, it's not very large. And the way to make a motor like this give 650 air watts is to run it really, really fast. We're talking like 30,000 RPM. And the whole inside of this other motor housing, the inner motor housing, is foam lined, so it's actually a very quiet unit. It's got a shrillness to it that gives away how fast the motor is turning. But one thing these high-speed motors do not like is any amount of dust coming through the impellers. This in normal home use has literally destroyed itself in 6 years. And the unit was not vented to the outside. Being a filtered unit, the venting isn't really required. But underneath, here's the filter. Unlike most other Beam filters, this one has a gasket built into it, which is a nice touch. It would seem to make it seal that much better to the inner body of the machine. But if you look there, this is the clean side of the filter that you're looking at now. There has been quite a bit of dust coming either through, around, or both, and making its way through the motor and out into the garage and all over the customer's Audi SUV, and that has destroyed the motor in this unit. So any unit that doesn't have 2 or 3 layers of filtration, you're going to have this problem. You're going to have premature motor failure, and especially one with a motor that's as small as this. So the MD central vacuum we installed to replace this not only has a much larger motor, it has 3 layers of filtration: disposable bag, cloth bag, and a foam filter. So the inside of the motor compartment will never look like this. You'll never get dust coming through the machine out into the client's garage and all over their black automobiles. And it's going to last longer. But you won't be able to get your horoscope from the front of the machine, so you'll just have to read that in the newspaper. And if you want to know the time, you have to look at your iPhone. So, sorry about that.